Hello! Hi, everyone. Our GM doing some dance there. I don't know that one.
Caramel dancing.
Oh, God.
Um,
Oh,
you guys
horrible
do.
flashbacks.
Yes, you're welcome. Uh,
The trauma!
yes, you all take trauma now. Um,
Okay, so
cool.
we did it.
We did, or you did. I failed. I quit. This is dumb.
No, you did great.
I quit, I always lose.
I always lose. Um,
The next mission
whoops.
involves you failing no matter what you do.
Yes. Lava falls into a
A
lair.
lot of lava.
Score yields 1 rep per tier of the target. If you keep it completely quiet, no one knows you did it. You are in 0 rep instead. So, did we keep this quiet?
Well, I mean, we
That
kicked
kind of depends on.
the living shit out of a bunch of dudes.
I think in this case, because you won the duel, the red sashes don't know it was you.
Okay.
But I think you succeed.
So
the wraiths are tier 2, so you get.
So Arquo is like honorable enough to not talk about
Yeah.
his loss, sort of thing.
Yeah, I think that's the case.
Well, because then he has to admit this
That he
shameful.
lost, yeah.
Like
Awesome.
this here, not this.
Yeah, this little fucking upstart bitch beat him up.
Damn.
Not just beat him up, but embarrassed him.
Ah, good shit.
Yeah.
So we don't get any rep, but we also don't get any bad attention from the red sashes.
Yeah.
Oh, you get rep. The red
Okay.
yeah, you get like other people like no.
We get rep because the Wraiths know.
On some level too, in this case, business is business. So you didn't directly strike against the red sashes. What's going to happen? I mean, I'll explain what happens, but basically, the hive is going to be successful in getting their money's worth out of it.
Cool.
Yeah.
So, the red sashes aren't thrilled, but at the same time, they're like, well, it's crow's foot. What do you do?
Yeah. Oh well, we buy drugs from other people now. That's fine.
Yeah.
Okay, so we get 2 rep.
You get 2 rep. Yeah. You get 4 coin for the drugs.
Does that count as stealing or burglary? Because
think
Croak
it
stole
does.
the drugs.
That's what I was thinking. So I think you get 6.
Hell yeah.
Nice. 2 coin each.
Yeah, let's take 2 each.
Okay.
Oh God, I need to.
Heat. After score conflict with opponent, the crew takes heat. I think you get 2 heat. It's contained standard exposure. +1 heat. The situation happened on hostile turf, so 3, and +2 heat if killing was involved, so 5.
So here's the thing, though.
Yeah.
To what extent does what was his name? Something with a quo. But I can't remember.
Arquo.
To what extent does Arquo cover for us and reduce our heat?
That's a good question.
Because heat on us is bad for them too, right? If the ghost wardens come and check out the ship or whatever, they're going to have all these other complications to their business.
Yeah.
And as far as they know, we basically canceled our score. We're just like, okay, fine, we'll just leave. We'll go get our crazy friend out of your ship, and then we'll just leave.
Yeah.
And it didn't look like anything was stolen initially, and this, that, and the other thing.
It's true.
And they're trying to cover their own tracks because besides those drugs, they're completely legitimate trade right now.
Yeah, Rubik's, why don't you give me...
Who's noting down our acquired resources? Andrew, have you
a
been...
sway roll.
So we have 2 coin each, Elf,
Okay.
just direct to our personal
That's a
stuff.
controlled limited, I assume.
Yeah, your risky standard. You just give me a sway roll. I don't.
Okay.
3, 2, 4.
Yeah.
Okay. So I think you're going to get 2 heat for being contained standard exposure.
Great,
Okay.
we're on level 2.
Okay. Yeah, but you won't bleed over any. No.
Oh, good! Wanted level 2. That's so great. I'm so happy.
So who's going to take the jailbird advance, and who's going to take one for the team? This is the question.
I'm thinking about going to prison.
I can't go to
Andrew
prison.
Kingcliffe can go to prison for you. It's
No.
Uh,
my toy. What do we do? What do we do? Oh, I'm looking at the wrong sheet. I'm looking at your
Send Cricket.
entanglements.
Send Cricket to jail.
Somebody roll me an entanglement. Give me a d6.
I
Rubik's.
believe that's Andrew's job.
Andrew.
Okay.
Roll an
Okay.
entanglement.
Fortune roll, 1 die.
Yep.
Oh boy. Are we slippery yet? Can we?
No.
I so desperately want to be slippery. Okay, we're wanted level 2, 0 heat, roll the 2.
2. The Unquiet Dead. A rogue spirit is drawn to you. Perhaps it's a past victim. Acquire the services of a whisperer railjack to attempt to destroy or banish it, or deal with it yourself.
Oh,
Let's
good.
hire someone.
The lady from the bridge. Fun time.
Yeah. So I think we'll get to that. Give me a minute on that one.
Back to
We'll come back to this. But yeah, it's definitely the spirit from the bridge.
I mean, she's been a constant clock since like the second session. So.
Yep. In the meantime, so this will happen. That'll happen after your downtime. When you're at liberty, you may pursue 2 downtime actions. You recover all your armor uses.
Yay.
You may take additional actions by spending 1 coin or 1 rep for each extra action.
Cool.
Rubik's.
I'll start a healing clock and get rid of my level 1 harms there.
Okay.
Immediately go and indulge my vice as well.
Sure.
Okay, so that's your 2 downtimes. You got a bonus downtime though, right?
I do, but do you guys need it?
I don't.
If not,
So
Use it to heal yourself.
I'm healed up.
yeah, he cleared
Oh.
both his level 1.
But I do
Oh,
need
you
to get rid of
started.
my stress.
Yeah, I mean, go for it. You're
Yes,
still super stressed, right?
Yep.
Cool. So I'm at an acceptable-ish level.
Well, so before you roll, I can let that be 1 action if you did that with Salia. 1 action for 3.
Oh, yeah. Actually, that would make sense.
Yeah.
'Cause
and
that's
then- so
Rubik's
that puts you at
cooking
5
buddy.
for 1 action.
Oh, 5
Yeah,
for
it'd be
1
eight,
action?
8 minus 3 because they're highest of the.
So
Or
you're
wait.
5. So you're 5 stress, which means you probably need to do a second one anyway.
Yeah, and in this case, you'd roll 2 dice. If you want
Okay.
the second one.
Indulge vice. 1 bonus die. Don't roll a 6, please.
Double sixes.
Yeah, we were all thinking that too. Another 3. That's fine. So, wait, I was at 5. Okay, so I'm at 2 stress.
You're now down to 2.
And then I'm going to do some prowess training for a coin.
Okay. Cricket.
Cricket is going to spend some quality time with Andrel, and indulge her vice.
Are you going to regale him with tales of your?
Oh, I am going to tell him tales of our exploits, as well as other such, lovely, close, intimate times.
Sure.
So the other day, I watched this little micro documentary about a famous American silver thief.
Uh-huh.
And one thing that came up in it is that every time they were able to catch him, it was because some woman he was seeing talked to the and like, so you going through this pattern is just so perfect, right? Like,
It is. Well, there's
exactly
actually
the kind of bullshit.
if cricket ever overindulges, big talk is an option that fiction
Right?
do very well.
Okay,
it's
so I guess it doesn't count as doing it with someone else because Andrel is my vice purveyor.
Yeah.
So that
yeah.
doesn't really work. So that's two stress.
Okay.
Yeah, you want to get a friend to come along on that one? It's
I mean, you're invited.
Come along, Agni.
I mean, actually, Agni might be down.
Agni would go.
Couple sessions, it's fine,
And I've got to think, what are my downtime action options besides the like long-term project, indulging my vice, and then
Training, gathering information, developing contacts or assets.
Yeah, if you gather info, you get +1 effect during downtime, and you take an extra die if a friend or contact helps you. You can reduce heat on the crew, though in this case you're wanted, so you can't do that. You're at 0 heat otherwise. Yeah, you can train Mark 1 XP for an attribute or your playbook, +1 if you have the appropriate training. You can acquire an asset. You can say, I want a thing, and you can get that thing.
Yeah, assets don't have to be people or
Yeah.
contacts. They can also be specific objects.
I would like to acquire a shadow cloak. Because I could possess a fine shadow cloak as a lurk, but I don't have one. So I'm going to get one.
Okay.
What do you mean you could possess one?
Well, like, it's not in italics. It's in, like, regular, not italics. But it's a thing that I have. Does that mean that I could have it and
I think that means that you can have it. Things in italics are don't take a load.
Oh, never
Yeah,
mind
so-
then. I
Yeah.
have one of those.
Yeah, things in italics are just
You
like,
think I would
you
know
have
that
it.
by now? Okay. I am going to try and acquire
A second boyfriend.
yeah, of course. This
You gotta
time,
have a
this time, girlfriend. I think.
There you
yeah, someone on the side.
Yeah, you know. Now that Andrel's my vice, it's kind of like a thing that I want, but it's not really like fun anymore. Yeah, like,
It's an obligation.
Yeah, you gotta turn it into obligation, and then it's just a regular relationship.
Oh.
why are we so awful?
We
I mean, I know why I'm awful, but I can't speak for you guys.
Yeah. I can't think of what my other downtime is going to be. Somebody else go,
That's
and
fine.
I
I'll
will.
go first, and then you can decide. So, I'm gonna do prowess training because that'll bump me up a level,
okay.
and I think appropriately enough, I will increase my rec by 1.
Okay.
I'm gonna do the recover action so I can get rid of all my level 1 harm. Right, because I need to do that.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. And then I'm gonna spend a coin on my project here, and I'll put one in the stash. So coin to get me a tinker roll for my project ghost tunnel.
Yeah.
Project Ghost Tunnel.
Also, a question: my tinker caps out at 2, right?
3.
Oh, I just thought of a cool thing we can do together,
Oh, no,
Andrew.
so tinker is part of the crew thing. Oh yeah, it is. Oh,
3 is 2 is the max of character creation aside from the crew thing. 3 is
Yeah.
the max period.
okay. Cool.
Until you get a specialized trainer.
Yeah,
just-
until you get mastery.
I just thought of a cool thing we can do, Andrew.
Yeah.
Crow.
Tinker roll.
Oh, just 1.
Rivskis.
Oh, actually,
Mm-hmm.
I cannot put one in the bank because I have to indulge my vice as well. So I get 1 wedge of this delicious portal pie, and then I'm going to indulge my vice, which is going to be hanging out with Belle. And I'm gonna like talk about our trip and stuff like that, like just reminisce and hang out in a cafe.
Yeah, what is something you did in Severos? What is a good memory?
Maybe what it is we go to a restaurant that serves like Severosi style food.
Oh, nice.
And
Yeah.
it costs a coin because this is like
Nice,
expensive
yeah.
ass food. It's like imported, etc. Does Bell count as a friend that I'm indulging with? No, because he's also just my vice.
Yeah, your vice purveyor. So, yeah.
So I clear 4 stress.
Nice.
Ooh.
Great. Yeah, and it's like I don't know whatever the cuisine of Severos is like.
Thanks
But
for taking me out. It's been good being back. I've been avoiding everybody. But
it gets easier.
yeah, I'm worried about the crows trying to find me.
Well, I don't think there'll be a problem for much longer. But there's always someone else.
Yeah,
That's how this town works.
yeah, grinds you down. But
I've taken to just living in a sewer.
they laugh at that. They're like, well, fair enough. And so you enjoy a really good meal with Belle, and I am adjusting some people. The hive likes you a little more now. Putting up at +2. The wraiths you're at -1.
Elf, have you figured out what you want to do for that second downtime?
Yes.
What are
Okay.
you doing?
So I'm gonna train my playbook.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna pay a coin to train my playbook again.
Okay.
But I need to do. There's like a role play thing I need to do with Croak for this, and it involves your new
Sure.
device. Yeah,
Involves my vice.
your new.
I think with the experience trackers, though, you can only train once in it
Oh
for
really?
downtime. Yeah,
Wait, what?
unfortunately. Like, it's the reason why I'm not just training prowess 3 times each downtime, right?
Oh, I
Oh.
guess
Yeah.
that's kind of a shame then.
You can train a given XP track only once per downtime.
Damn
Oh,
it!
nuggets.
Yeah.
That's okay. We'll have another downtime at the end.
Okay, maybe.
So what do you do?
Never mind then.
I'm sorry.
Well, you can train it once and then just not spend the coin to train.
Yeah,
it a
that's
second.
what I'm gonna. That's my plan. I'm
Yeah.
just gonna train it one time.
Okay.
Can I spend my last coin on my Jaren clock?
Yeah. If you want to go talk to some people.
Yeah, I'm going to go rough up a couple of his friends that I know. Get basically paying off other blue coats to be away from the area.
Yeah.
And I'm going to go rough up a good buddy of his that I know who has the address.
Okay. Give me. That sounds like a skirmish then.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh yeah. So. All right. Fine. Fine. I'll tell you. I'll tell you where he is.
And that completes the clock.
Yes, it does. Now you'll just have to start in well we can do that later, but you're gonna have to do like set up the right moment or something like that to because he lives in where does he live? He lives in Charter Hall.
Alrighty.
Let me see what's in Charter Hall. All right, yeah, we can do that later. But he's in Charter Hall is where he's at. So all right, so I guess downtime's kind of wrapped up then.
Yes.
And
I feel like our next job should be following through on this plan of getting more turf.
Yeah,
Now that we have done a favor for the
for the hive,
hive, yeah,
we have their blessing to claim some land.
and we just have to do that part.
You just have to fight someone for it.
oh right, well hold on one second because like part of the job was to get the turf from the hive, right?
Mhm.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, that's I think we kind
Yeah,
of
because
that's sort of the point
getting
of
the
the
drugs to sell was Croak, know.
So you get that turf.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah, wow.
Cool.
That's because that was like the initial reason we set out to do this.
All right, well, in that case, we're at turf 1, rep 8. Hold goes up to strong, and we go back to 0 rep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, we're strong zeros now.
Yeah.
Strong zeros.
Were you already at firm? Hold.
We were at firm already. Yeah.
Okay. You could choose to go up to tier 1 and drop your hold to weak.
I would almost go for that.
Uh,
Going up a tier is good for us
Yeah, let me
on a lot of things.
that's true.
Like engagement rolls will be easier. Jailbird will actually be worth something.
That's also true.
Yeah. Okay, let's do that then. All right, Sean, we did it. We're
Tier
real
1.
people now.
You're real people.
And there's like a bunch of rules that happen, right? Like we get money and stuff.
Yeah, there's a bunch of stuff. I'm trying to find.
Yay! Rules.
Sorry.
No, it's cool. Things are happening. In
Like
our mid season, we go up a tier. That episode 6 hype.
Advancement. Crew advancement. When you mark 8 crew advancement ticks. Oh, wait, nope, that's a different thing. Where's tier? Keep going, keep going. Crew needs rep. When you advance, choose to improve your crew's tier or their hold by 1 step. When you improve your tier, your hold drops by 1 level, and you must also pay a measure of coin equal to your new tier times 4.
Oh,
Oh, it costs coin for the
Yeah,
crew.
it costs
The
coin.
crew has 3 coins, so someone needs to pony up.
I have one.
I don't, so
I don't either.
All right,
Oh, wow.
I'll pay it.
great.
After you advance, reset your rep to 0.
Done.
All right, cool. It's when you fill your playbook or when you fill your crew XP is when you get the coin.
Wait, what?
So when your crew marks 8 advancement ticks,
Oh, we get coin when that happens?
Yeah.
yeah, you did the first time. Have you done it twice?
We
Yeah,
have
we have done it twice.
Okay, well then you should have 2 additional coins. So Cricket, you can keep one of them, and I guess you can keep one in your. We will retroactively pay you for that.
Okay.
Okay, so we should have 1 coin.
Yeah.
1 coin.
Great.
Cool. Okay,
Cool
that's-
beans.
that is taken care of. The problem is, you are.
Now we matter.
Well, yeah.
Yep.
That's it. What does this look like going up a tier? What does this mean? Like, I guess when you're walking through the streets now, people are starting to take notice of you.
Like, I would say that people notice these 3 characters the most now.
Yeah.
Like, we're subtle, but people are talking now. Like, we took down the Lamp Blacks.
Yeah.
Like, that's just well known now.
And we're working with larger organizations like the Hive and the Red Sashes.
Yeah,
and-
like we're a well-known subsidiary of larger things. I feel like, like
Yeah.
the Red Sashes like us, the Hive likes us, and people know that those things are true.
Yeah,
Basically.
and I would say like the common riffraff or like common thugs actually just kind of stay out of our way now. They're no longer trying to step on us at all. They're just like, you know what? No.
I mean, we're tier 1. We're not tier,
Yeah,
3.
that's
Yeah,
fair.
but we still blow people up.
People like Kylos
Seriously.
and Scannon and stuff like that. They're small potatoes now. Okay, cool. You are Cricket.
Mm-hmm.
You are heading back to the hideout,
Mm-hmm.
and it's getting to be nighttime. By the clock.
always-
Anyway, you're tired.
It's always nighttime in Dustfall.
Yeah, it's or I guess it's getting to early morning because I mean you're thieves. You do all your stuff and probably
So I'm headed back under the bridge, basically.
you're heading back under the bridge. And it's cold down here.
Oh god.
And like as you follow one of the tunnels, to the secret entrance, and there's ice on the door.
Can I attune? Can I like try and feel out the void here? Because this is weird, right? Like, I feel like this is weird, and I want to get a handle on what's going on before I try and push the door open.
Yeah, if you want to open your mind to the ghost field.
I will open my mind to the ghost field for the first time.
So this is going to be.
I feel like this is almost like not something he's choosing to do. It's just a thing that's happening.
Yeah, so let's just make it. Just give me a controlled standard roll
Okay.
for a tune.
1.
Oh no.
Okay, that's fine. This is for the best.
It's controlled standard, so
Yeah.
I'm not.
Block your fault to press on by seizing a risky opportunity or withdraw and try a different approach. So you're trying to figure out what's going on, but you just get like you get brain freeze basically. You can try to open the door, or you can just go do something else.
I'm gonna open the door
Okay.
because this is one of those things. It's like, what the, like people might be in trouble kind of thing. So I gotta get in there and help my
I
team.
gotcha. You go inside. Well, you break off, like the ice breaks off the door, and you pull it open. And when you do so, like you notice that the whole, like the temperature is really, really low, and you hear dripping, like the sound of water dripping. And you hear like the echoing of, like, it's faint, but it sounds like a crowd, like a murmuring of a crowd.
I mean,
What do you do?
Cricket's smart enough to know that there's some supernatural shit going on.
Yeah, I mean, you're not. Yeah,
Like this is something. I call out into the hideout. Anybody here?
you don't hear anything.
Hello? And I like walking quietly in to the hideout, like checking the rooms, like as I move through.
Yeah.
Like any horror game.
Give me a. Well, yeah. If you're gonna be looking around, you gotta give me like something.
I'll give you a study.
Sure, a study's good.
What's
So risky standard here.
okay.
Ooh, nice.
6. Okay. You. Yeah, like I said, everything's kind of like covered in a light layer of frost, and you can see your breath. And you
Pull my
hear,
scarf up.
you hear something, like you hear a crashing sound behind you, and you turn, and just for like a brief moment there's like a carriage coming right at you.
Roll prowl to dive out the way. Like dive into one of the rooms.
Yeah, sure.
Like
sure.
it's not rational. It's just like, oh shit, like
Give me a risky standard here.
the cricket response.
Okay, 6. Yeah, you dive out of the way, and this cart like crashes into the wall and shatters, and you just like see it. But then you like it disappears, and that's when the lair starts to like fill with water. But you, like, part of you realizes this isn't quite real, but you have the good sense to get out of there.
Yeah, okay, yeah. I just like as the water starts filling up, just like wade my way out and just close the door behind me and like go and try and find the other two. Like
Yeah, you find them, so that's yeah, you have a meeting with them, I suppose.
problem. like cuts from Cricket leaving the hideout to like us in like a tavern somewhere around a table and
Yes.
problem. I think we have a ghost or something weird hanging out in our hideout. This look around. The secret one.
Well, I'm not entirely surprised by that, given our activities.
Yeah.
Bridge job left us with a.
Is it that same one, you think? That's that one that's been following you around everywhere?
I felt something familiar. Different place, but could be the same one.
Okay. So how are we gonna deal with that?
Well, we've got to hire someone for that. Because I don't know about you, but I don't deal with ghosts.
I mean, I can try.
I know someone who could help.
Someone who is going to be able to do it in a timely manner.
You know
And
someone, Kirk?
discretion, of course. Very important. But I trust this one.
All right.
She's not a talker.
Well, as long as she doesn't talk, I suppose I don't have an issue with it.
So cut to me knocking on Needle's door.
Yeah.
She opens the door.
I like to think that our Blades game, if it were a TV show, is full of lots of smash cuts.
Boosh.
Oh, yeah. It's like flashbacks within flashbacks that have flash forwards in them.
She just looks at you as you open the door. You know, kind of like one of those. Mhm. She shrugs her shoulders. What do you?
I have a little trouble at home, and I was wondering if you could come help me.
She looks you over.
Side note: is this a job?
Oh yeah, this is gonna be.
It's got to be a job.
Yes.
So we should roll job stuff before this because this will be a flashback to us setting up for a job, right?
That's a good point. Yeah, we can go ahead and do that. Although, yeah, I guess that leads us into.
So maybe this is the last downtime thing before we go into the
Yeah.
job. Me
Okay.
acquiring an asset,
Okay.
Sure. Give
which
me.
is getting her on board for this job.
Sorry for interrupting.
No,
Hey,
that's-
fine. Yeah, by all means, definitely call that stuff out when you see it. So, yeah, give me whatever you're doing to get her on board.
Yeah, what am I rolling here? I mean, I'm giving her a bunch of money. Cause yeah, I think I just like have the like briefcase full of money with me up front, and I just
Sure.
like hand it to her. I'm like, also you left this the last time we saw each other. You know, one of those like, oh, you dropped this. Here's like $1 million.
It's like a coin or something you're giving her.
Yeah, so I'll give her 1 coin.
Yeah. I sounds like sway maybe or
Yeah, and I'm just like, it is both an urgent matter and one requiring discretion.
Okay.
Really bad at swaying people, so
But the coin probably helps.
Yeah. Give me. This isn't like this is a downtime roll, so just give me your.
just risky standard, 0 dice. So I get a 2.
Okay. She looks at it and she's like, "I'll help." And she's so then yeah, we're gonna go to the job and
Roll
what kind of job?
entanglements or
Engagement.
engagements.
Well, we gotta yeah. What kind of job is it?
Pulp, I think.
Yeah, this seems like an
Trying to get
occult.
rid of a ghost.
This seems like an occult job.
Yeah.
And our arcane power is our friend Needle.
Yeah. So
Yeah. Okay, so I'll roll, I guess.
Yeah, do it.
Yeah, go for it.
And we get.
Oh, by the way, yeah, we gotta figure out what's so you're tier 1 now.
We are.
Yeah,
The ghost is ready for you. So
That it is.
surprised.
Oh, actually, I already have Needle on my sheet as an asset. Do I even need to spend the coin in the downtime action to bring her in?
I think you need to spend. I think the coin needs to get spent because she's
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, she's not like a permanent asset. I think we just never took her off your thing, but
Okay, cool.
it's like yeah, she was like, oh, my time here is done. You know.
Right.
I
Okay,
remember
never
her
mind.
saying that, yeah.
So yeah, we'll just roll with it as we did.
So, yeah, the ghost is ready for us.
So yeah, you're gonna
Is it a
roll
tier 1 ghost.
I think. Yeah, I don't. I think it's a tier 1 ghost. Yeah, I think you're just straight up 1 die.
But 2, because weaving the web.
Oh, nice. Yes.
6.
6. You're in a good position. So you have made it into your lair, and it's currently quiet. there is still frost on the door.
I'm like quietly like, and this is where the carriage came rushing through, and I had to jump over there, and then water, you know.
Well, I just want to say right now I have a normal load.
Light load.
Yeah, I'll come in with normal.
Okay. Where do you get all your stuff?
And just right off the get-go, I have a Spirit Bane charm on me. Because those do, in fact, deter ghosts from wanting to talk to me.
So far, so good. So she has set up like a little ritual circle, and she is messing with a few things. She has.
Do you need any help there?
She just kind of looks at you and shoos you away with her hand.
Okay.
Um,
And I'm like hurrying back to my workshop. 'Cause I'm going to contribute.
okay,
with
what are you
some-
going to do in your workshop?
Well, I'm going to grab a thing that I was already working on, obviously.
Oh,
One of those things, yes.
Come on. We know how this is.
Yep.
So we flash back to, Croak like assembling this little device.
mhm.
And as part of Project Ghost Tunnel,
Yes.
okay, this is a related field of research.
Yeah.
I made this little, it's like a ghost bubble,
Okay.
right? And this is the thing that I'm going to project through the ghost field to move things through the tunnel. But on its own,
Yeah.
right? It's useful for it has other applications.
Does it contain ectoplasmic energies?
It contains
Electroplasm.
electroplasmic
Like-
energies because I can do that. I can make stuff. And so, yeah, it's this like weird, like it's got like Tesla coil looking like coils sticking out of it in all these weird directions. And I think again, it's that whole like ripcord generator thing of like you just like get a little charge out of spinning this thing, but it burns it out. It's like a one-use thing, and
Okay.
it forms this like temporary, like a little mini ghost field.
Sure.
So essentially, if we need a little like safe bubble to protect us, it'll be like a one shot. Very brief, unstable
Cool.
ghost bubble.
Alright, so-
When you in the present day when you go and like do all the like gather this thing.
Yeah, just like grab it
I
off
am
the table.
I am like hovering around behind you, like looking for something to do.
So
I
the
turn
two-
around and just like bump into you.
Yeah, like
so give me a tinker roll to tinker this thing up, I guess.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be controlled.
and this is part of
The
the
flashback. It's gonna be one stress for that.
yeah, it's
That's
part of
fascinating.
the teleport thing, though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Rubik
Project
slowly
Ghost
has
Tunnel.
been helping you get the required materials for this. So
foresight.
foresight die.
Great. So Tinker with a bonus die, risky standard.
Controlled
Six.
standard. 6, yes. Yeah, so it's in perfect working order. What
Great.
is less in perfect working order is when you get into your workshop and like you hear the swell of a crowd again. Cricket, you hear this again. You hear this for the first time. And there is there's a blood spray, like just from nothing, like like blood just sprays across your and Croak's face.
I'm like basically trying to reach over Croak to get to the device that Croak has, being like, use the thing, Croak.
Yeah, and so like I just like beeline it through the room, get this blood on my face, and I've like got the thing in my hands.
Okay. When you pick it up, it's like it's coated in ice and it's like super cold to the touch. Like you can tell that. So is there something you're going to do to grab it and pick it up?
If I see you even hesitating, I'll like offer up my scarf, like just use it to carry the
Oh,
thing.
that's
No, I'm gonna drop some Quicksilver and
Okay.
so yeah, I pull out a vial of Quicksilver because I see that it's like encrusted in ice.
mhm.
And I just want to take the really dangerous ghost drug, and then I'm gonna attune to like seal this thing off.
Okay. What does Quicksilver do?
I can't remember if it gives me
Oh, take 1
potency.
+1 die to attune.
Right, it's plus one
roll.
die to attune.
And you suffer level 2 harm poisoned.
Yeah, so I'm going to resist the level 2 harm
Yep.
with resolve. No problem. So I just like
Solid.
I think in this case, yeah, we're just gonna nix that altogether because like you just resist the alchemical. I don't think it's
I
gonna.
mean, you ooze another alchemical, so it's not surprising that you can just be like,
being
nope.
immune to poisons is part of my whole thing. That being said, so yeah, I pull out this vial of like looks like mercury and just
Yes.
like knock it back, shudder, like kind of like almost barf. And like my eyes are closed, but when I open them again, there's this like flicker of lightning,
Mhm.
and I go to just like, chase the ghosts off of my thing.
Yeah, sure. Give me an attune roll.
Risky standard
Whiskey standard. Yeah, I think it's
with one bonus die for the Quicksilver, the bargains and such.
So at any point, though, it would be like you can make the ghost manifest as a devil's bargain, just as a
Oh
thing.
yeah, right away.
Yeah,
Let's just
okay.
get in. And so yeah, me like clearing this thing, like getting the ghost's touch off of it,
Yeah.
forces the ghost to like manifest elsewhere.
Yeah, so you like see this residual spirit energy and you just like shoo it away. And it's not even like a thawing period, it's just instantly not cold. Like once you clear it away.
Except that you fail.
Oh, but
I
you
get
fail.
3.
Yeah, so
Rip.
And yeah, so like as I'm reaching out to touch it, there's like
so
lightning.
yeah, that's exactly what happens. You clear it away and it's instantly cold again. You're like, oh good. So you go to grab it, and all of a sudden, like there's this keening moan behind you, and you turn around and it instantly like freezes to your hands. So it's now
The ghost manifests, right? Because of the devil's
the
bargain?
ghost. So the ghost manifests. The ghost is
I would like to resist being
frozen
frozen
to the
this
thing.
unstable electroplasmic device.
You can do that. That's fine.
I feel like this is a prowess thing where I just like
Pry your hands off it.
grab it in the right way. Like I kind of like
Sure.
it, it's like a finesse kind of a thing. Yeah, so I take it straight. So I have to like push through, like I don't know, I feel like maybe it's like
real cold on your wrists or something, like the way you're holding it, like, and
well, you know how frost feels,
Mm-hmm.
but it's like really really thick layer of
Yeah.
frost, like 1 inch thick, and I have to like push through it and like get it aside, and it's all like clingy and bone chilling. But I just like chase this stuff off of it, and like snatch the thing up, pull it out of the ice. And yeah, this ghost appears in the room.
Yes.
I would like to roll skirmish.
To do what?
Attack it.
With what?
A
Sword.
sword.
Okay.
Okay.
You currently have no effect.
Cricket is really, really bad at like dealing with arcane stuff. Like
Sure.
And I would say like historically throughout our working together, the crew has basically seen that like when it comes to ghosts and stuff, she kind of panics. Like
No
when,
one has a good sensibility with ghosts in this crew.
yeah.
What are you talking about?
So yeah, my sword just goes straight through it.
Well, it's gotta be. You're gonna have to roll for it.
I gotta roll.
You're gonna start off at like risky, no effect.
Okay.
So unless somebody does something, yeah, that is gonna help.
Okay, tell you what, Cricket.
You can do a devil's bargain or push yourself to increase your effect somehow, but you would need to let me know how that
No, so you know how I can tinker with a device, tool, or weapon to include electroplasmic or arcane features? You know about that? Um, so there's this little thing that I gave you uh, before coming on this job.
It's like a little battery or something you put on like the blade.
Yeah, well, I think what it is it's like instead of like a poison on your that you coat your sword with, it's kind of like related to
It's like an
Quicksilver.
oil, yeah. It's like
Yeah,
an
and you
oil of
fire that
some
on your
kind.
sword and it lets it like kind of work okay against ghosts.
Okay.
Um, and there's precedence for this in the Cutter playbook, I believe.
Yeah.
Let
Yeah.
me see what that one looks like, and whether or not it's reasonable for me to emulate it for you. I'm looking at Cruise.
I mean, I'm basically, if you're willing to take one stress, I'll let you have done that, and you can have limited effect with your sword, Cricket.
Cool.
Yeah, so the Cutter has a thing called Ghost Fighter, which is where you can imbue your hands, melee weapons, or tools with spirit energy and gain potency in combat with the supernatural. I feel like this could be like a weak version of that,
Yeah.
and I take a stress for it, which I will happily do.
Okay, so Devil's Bargains.
The ghost notices you.
Yeah, like you become the foremost threat to the ghost.
Yeah.
Sean,
Let me see.
is that
I mean,
suitable?
the
Yeah,
last
I'm
time
fine
we
with
did that one, I got broken ribs. So
All right. Well, I'm gonna push myself as well because I need to.
You can push yourself or take a devil's
Oh,
bargain.
you can't do both. Okay.
No.
Never mind. I'll take.
I have an
Devil's
alternate
Bargain.
devil's bargain,
What
Okay.
is your alternate devil's bargain?
which is that the ghost smells Andril on you.
Ooh.
ooh,
And because if this is the same ghost, it was briefly in
Yeah.
possession.
No,
of
that
Andril.
works.
Yeah.
That works.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
works for me. That makes
So I
total
feel like
sense.
this is gonna come back to him
That makes
somehow.
total sense. Let's do it.
Yeah, let's do that.
4.
4. Okay, you do it. So let me mark that first.
I just like reflexively am like bad guy sword. Because who acts first?
But there's a
I act
consequence.
first.
So yeah, you thrust through, and you like your sword flares with like crackling electrical energy as it passes into the ghost, and she makes like a scream as this happens, and the like as you do so, her form uncoalesces and flows into your body. And you are going to what is going to happen here?
I love the look that you have right now. It's great.
Oh, sorry. I'm trying to figure out how to make this work. And so all of a sudden, Cricket swings around and like points her sword at you, Croak. And I think the basically the ghost like slips into you.
So I'm possessed.
You're not like permanently possessed, but you are gonna like you're going to lunge. I mean, you can resist this, but you're going to lunge at Croak with your sword, and then
I'm gonna resist. I will not fight my friends. This is gonna
Okay.
be. This is a. I feel like this is probably not a prowess resist though.
No,
This is
yeah.
like a resolve resist, which I'm
I'd say
terrible at.
resolve. Yeah.
Which I'm absolutely terrible at. So here we go. Boom!
I'm
So bad at it.
Boof.
Nailed it. Cricket fights
What does that
for her
look
friend. Cricket fights for her friends, not against them. Please.
We're good. Fights 4 of her friends at the same time.
Okay,
She
yeah.
could
So
also do that.
you're gonna take the level 1 harm, like soul weary,
Okay.
and you like the ghost leaps into you and you like will it out. You like you see Cricket like whirl around with the blade in her hand pointing at you, and then she like blinks for a minute and it's like, wait, what's going on?
Yeah, and there's this like ghostly like figure kind of in and around hers when she turns around, and then like disperses or whatever.
Rubik's, you can see into the workshop. All this is happening. What do you do?
I don't know what to do. Like, Rubik's has zero experience actually fighting ghosts,
Sure.
and all his experiences
Needle is
with
right
ghosts.
beside you.
Pardon?
Needle is right beside you, or like in the room that you're in.
Yeah, so Rubik's kind of like goes, so I think the ghost manifested and went into Cricket.
Yes, and then popped back out moments later.
Yeah. So, ideas?
She says, "Look, if you can keep it distracted, I'm." She's like, "I'm working on a way to stop it, but we'll have to contain it somehow."
Hmm. All right.
She's like, "You seem like a talker. Why don't you go talk to it?"
Yeah. He like
Yeah.
because talking to
So the ghost is like a vague shape of this like of a woman with like long flowing hair. You can't make out like a lot of details on her right now. She's kind of not just insubstantial, but also like low resolution, basically.
okay.
But
So-
the eyes glow. Like you can definitely see the eyes glowing like this bright blue.
So Rubik's is the type of guy to watch crowds and remember faces. Can I do a study roll to see if any of her features match anyone that I may have seen during that bridge heist?
Yeah, if this is like a person who was alive in that moment.
Yeah, like okay, we did something bad.
Yeah, you can do that. That's a study.
Yeah.
And I think it's controlled in this circumstance because she is otherwise occupied.
Yeah. Okay. No, I'm not going to assume a devil's bargain. There's nothing really to bargain here. So 5, standard.
Okay.
Controlled.
Yes, they withdraw, try a different approach, or else do it with a minor consequence. You have reduced effect, suffer lesser harm, you end up in a risky position. You are examining her features, and you can tell that it's not someone who was on the bridge.
Okay.
But you do happen to make out there is a you notice that there's a slash across her throat, and like it's kind of hazy and insubstantial, so Cricket and Croak can't see this right off the bat, but like you kind of make it out, and it's like there's like a neck injury that she had, as if like her throat was slit.
Yeah.
Um
So I'm going to try talking to her.
okay.
I'm going to try to get some information out of her.
Yeah, this is going to be the risky position, I think, that
Yeah. So I still have the Spirit Bane charm on, so
Yeah.
she might not want to talk to me, but we're going to try anyways. So Rubik's goes, so,
Yep.
ooh, do you know who hurt you? Why are you here? Of all places.
Okay. Yeah, so give me a risky standard roll.
I will offer the devil's bargain. If you put aside your spirit charm,
Oh,
you get +1 because you stop driving her
Yeah.
away. You're like, hey,
yeah.
cool.
You know what?
I'll
I'm
put
going
the
to
gun
put it
down.
like he takes it off, but he puts it like slides it away, but he knows where it is.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, so it take an action to
Yeah.
get that. All right,
Yeah, you didn't destroy it. You just-
critical success.
Wow. Okay, so that's going to increase your effect.
It's been kind of a day.
Yeah,
to
Rubik's is on a roll for crits.
Is it like 3 in a row?
It will be.
That is the 4th crit today.
Jesus.
I don't think I've ever crit anything in my life.
In your life?
My
That's a
whole
lie.
life.
That's a lie.
Never
I
crit.
have seen you crit.
Never lucky.
I've seen you on those resist rolls. Don't talk to me about not doing good rolls.
So you an image flashes in your mind, and like she turns and her eyes blare, bright blue, and just like you're somewhere else.
Yeah.
And you are riding through Crow's Foot. You're riding to the docks, and you're in a carriage. And it's a pretty nice carriage, and you turn, and she's there, and you have your arm around her, and you hear she's saying something, and it's kind of like garbled, but then like it kind of comes into focus like in your ears, and she says, no, it'll be so nice to see the world with you, Rorik. And then at that point, there's an explosion, and or no, it's not. Sorry, it's not an explosion, but like the cart lurches, like one of the wheels has come off the cart.
Yeah.
And it skids, and she's thrown up against the side, and things happen really fast. All of a sudden, there's like a lot of people, and they're dragging you out, and she screams, "No, Rorik, no!" And then you see someone, and you recognize. I mean, you're Rubik's. You're pretty connected. You recognize her as Lissa, the leader of the Crows.
Okay.
The name of the ex-leader of the Crows.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so she like grabs the woman out of there, and she like just slits her throat, and throws her over the bridge, and then that's like where the memory fades.
Oh shit!
Oh. So, Lissa killed you. And Rubik says that loud enough so
Yeah.
the other two can hear.
So, Croak, what do you want to do with that information, if anything?
Well, I mean, that's nice. Let's make a ghost bubble.
Yep.
And is like the ghost like paying attention to Rubik's right now?
At the moment, yes.
Yeah, Croak's not into chatting with people, so at least not once they're dead.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna activate my device such that it bubbles. Let's say Rubik's and the ghost together. I like rip the cord. It's like I put it down on the ground, rip the cord, and then just like kick it to slide it in between the two of them. So it just like
Oh. Yeah. Like the moment that Rubik sees the device slide, you get this coldest stare from him.
Just like you
Envelops him.
betrayed me.
So what are you rolling to kick this device over there and do this?
maybe it's a tune to activate it because I think it's beyond the little like cord. I'm gonna actually like still using the like charge from the Quicksilver. I'm gonna like channel a bunch of energy into it.
That's fine. I'm also going to increase your effect from standard to great because of your tinker roll earlier. Since the device is in pretty good working order.
So
So I think risky great is what you're looking at here.
Okay.
Risky great.
I mean, we're supposed to contain it after all.
yep.
You're doing great, Rubik's.
Good job, buddy.
I got an action after that.
And so I get one bonus die for my Quicksilver. Does anyone have a Devil's Bargain or
Um,
I almost want to be like Rubik shoots you.
yeah,
That's the devil's bargain
no,
with his non-ghost gun.
I think what if you get like a what if Bell gets taken? Like what if there's just like a flash in your mind, like the ghost of like Lissa's goons grabbing Bell?
sounds great?
I would even go that you don't slide it as far as you want. It activates, but it traps someone else with me.
There's only you and the ghost, though,
Yeah.
and Needle.
You guys are all in
Yeah.
the room, aren't you?
Yeah. But I think yeah, I'm gonna fill that darn kid.
I like the bell one, yeah.
Yeah, Bell gets snagged up. I gotta go with it just because that's
Yeah.
it's close to my heart. And
And,
like
and it sets up the next thing. Like,
the only way Bell is ever gonna get screwed over is by me, Andrew the player. So I have to take it.
Okay, yeah, so
oh my god, what the fuck?
that is 666.
You just talked about not critting. You risky great 666 number of the beasted this
Look.
fucking ghost
Look, Elf, I will
into the
remind you
ground.
of the award-winning formula. First, you gotta talk shit.
Then
then
your
you roll
old
the crit.
crits, yeah.
Wow.
Holy
I
fuck.
think the crit Rubik's doesn't even get caught. Or something
So-
of the sort. Or
So my paranoid I was going to be paranoid about this actually.
That is the thing that happened,
So-
yeah.
As I see it sliding towards me, I kick it away from me.
You're just like, nope.
No, you're not trapping me in there with a ghost.
But yeah, because this is an attune roll, I think I just like somehow
Banish
like there's
it?
some weird like lightning, weird reality bendiness where it just like stops suddenly and like lifts off the ground and then activates and pops around the ghost.
sure. And so there's this electroplasmic bubble now surrounding it.
That crit has got to be worth. That crit has got to be worth like it is like something happens to the ghost that is good for us. You know,
Yeah.
like
It's
It-
contained.
it was always gonna get bubbled. I
Yeah.
feel.
So at that point, Needle comes over, and she says, "Well, looks like my services may not have been needed." And
Easy money though.
indeed, she says, "What do you want to do with this?"
And I like look at Rubik's.
Destroy it.
Banish it. Banish it.
What?
Banish it. Send it away.
Banish it, destroy it, make sure it's not here ever again.
Okay. So yeah, she goes ahead and she basically the ghost is contained long enough for her to do like an actual full ritual, and she contains the ghost in a bottle in its spirit, like a spirit essence vial, and it just kind of evaporates into that, and she plugs it with like a special cork, and then she nods. And
Yeah, she just bottled the ghost.
yeah, she just bottled the ghost,
Cool.
or like bottled the essence. The ghost is like the residual spirit energy. Of
Yeah.
the ghost being
Thanks for the ghost vial. It's our ghost. We paid you.
And I'm like, Cricket, no, don't Cricket.
Like it. Act.
What-
destroyed. Jeez.
Needle, you please keep that as payment.
All right. Fine then.
And remember that none of this happened, and you've never been here. You don't even know where this is.
That
Been
one.
there, she says, and she looks at you and she says, "I'm just a lost Severosi," and she turns and she leaves.
Oh, wait, before she leaves,
Yeah,
got a question for her.
sure.
Because the painting itself is very obviously ghost, and my experience or imagination with it, there was ghost activity, correct?
Yeah.
So I kind of point to it and go, "Do you feel anything from this? Not splendor, but something unnatural."
She looks at it. She looks at you. She says, "You are in danger." And then she turns and she leaves.
Yeah,
Wonderful.
Needle. Needle's great.
Needle's the
Love
best. So
Okay.
that's job done.
Job well done. Yes. You've banished the spirit from the bridge in your lair.
And no one died.
No one died.
I attacked a ghost with a sword.
I'm very glad I took that advance.
Yup.
Which one was that?
The one where I could make any of that stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, true. Yeah. Let me.
I'm about to tie one in as well. The one I wanted to tie in
Oh,
just
oh, I know.
because.
I know.
Score yields 1 rep per tier of the target. You get 1.
Hey.
I heard they banished a ghost.
Yeah. It's no coin, unfortunately.
I heard they ghosted a banish. I think we're just gonna play through till the end here because we could take a break, but we've got like half an hour left, so we'll just play through.
Great.
So let's do so heat. I'm actually not going to give you heat for this one.
Yeah, because like who else knew? No one.
Well, and we didn't handle it in such a way that the ghost wardens would get pissed.
Yeah.
We kind of did their job for them.
Yeah, but I am instead going to give 1 tick on crossing paths, crosses clock.
Good old cross. Giant ghost
Crossing crosses path. Crosses crossed paths.
X X X X X X X X.
Just a bunch of X.
Oh, it reminds me of my Hotmail account.
Yeah, her MySpace page is X
X.
cross X.
Ooh. With like uppercases and lowercases.
Yeah, alternating uppercase, lowercase, as you do.
That's probably how cross flies. Yeah. That's
Okay.
Okay.
So yeah, instead of getting heat, that's what you get there. And then what are we doing? End of job.
Down times, I think.
Downtimes. Yes, we're gonna make a roll.
Did we get anything from that other than the ghost is gone?
We got 1 rep.
Yeah, you got 1 rep.
Sweet.
What type of roll?
Because like some people heard you banished a ghost, which is kind of cool, and it's you know
Entanglements.
yourself, but you don't have evidence.
We have like weird ghost underworld rep now.
Yeah.
From Needle.
Yeah, Andrew, why don't you roll that entanglement roll?
It's always me rolling
Hit.
entanglements.
Well, I mean,
Rubik's is always rolling
look,
engagement.
4th, 6 in a row. Here it comes.
1 die, yeah?
Yep, 1 die.
Bad for us?
5.
5. The usual suspects. The blue coats grab someone in the periphery.
God damn it.
1 player volunteers a friend or vice purveyor as the person most likely to.
Is it Andrel?
I think that's a good volunteer.
I think it's probably
I'm not
Andrel.
supposed to volunteer her vice purveyor. But
It's probably Andrel.
Okay.
So they don't grab one of the players?
No, it's someone outside, like
in the
on
periphery.
yeah, and Belle's already
Would it
been
be?
grabbed by the crows.
Yeah.
So
Could it be one of the players?
No, because there's a different thing
Okay.
for that.
That's fair.
You want to go to jail, Rubik's?
It
No, I
also
was just going to.
make a fortune roll to find out how well they resist questioning, or pay the blue coats off with 2 coin.
I don't have 2 coins, so I guess we're resisting questioning.
okay, no, I got that kind of money.
Angel's quality is 2, so
So 2
All
die.
right, let's go.
roll
2 die fortune roll, right?
Yep,
You're up, Elf.
yep, that's you.
4.
Okay.
He doesn't crack under pressure, and he is loyal.
He is loyal,
He's
so he
loyal.
doesn't crack under pressure, but it does take a toll because it's like this more than anything, like it's getting very real for him. And he's being forced to confront the fact that you know.
He is literally in bed with a criminal.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
not just a criminal, like a violent criminal. Like
Yeah,
not-
the cops are totally pulling the whole like they're dropping bodies, Andrel,
yeah.
and other hard-boiled nonsense.
Hard
Yeah.
boiled nonsense.
The blue coats are just every hard-boiled stereotype I can think of. So it's let me do this real quick. Yeah, so he does okay, but he's a little roughed up.
Aw.
You notice he's wearing
Poor baby.
he's got like concealer on like next time you see him and everything.
Aw, poor
And the Bluecoats will fuck
baby.
with a noble that way?
Yeah, they're a level 4 organization.
Yeah, they don't give a crap. Damn.
yeah.
It's a very big gang.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Let's see now.
One day we can be as large and successful a criminal organization
As the blue
That's the blue coats.
I like it. Okay, so after the entanglements, we come to the downtime actions.
Okay, I've got a downtime.
Yeah.
I want to train
Yep.
my playbook so I can do my advance. And I'm gonna take a thing, and I'm gonna come to Croak and be like, "This is how it goes down." So, Croak's working or whatever, if you don't mind.
Oh yeah.
And I come into your workshop looking all sheepish. I go, so here's the thing that I can do.
And I like push back one of those magnifying glass like arm things and put that aside and like look back at you.
Side note, I probably shouldn't have touched the thing that you were working on. I was interested in, and I touched it, and I probably shouldn't have. It was a bad idea. It was while you were away, I swear. But
I told you that it was highly unstable,
yeah,
experimental,
but it looked so
dangerous.
Okay, fine. I fucked up. It's true. But am I gonna die? And then as soon as I say that, I phase momentarily like into the ghost field. Like I turn like completely insubstantial for like a couple of moments, and then I'm back like solid again. I'm like, ugh. That probably shouldn't happen, right? Or is that what the thing does? Did I use it first?
It's fine unless you don't come back.
Yeah,
Reassuring. Good. I'm gonna go sit down. Like turn around, and, like leave.
So yeah, what move did you take?
I took Ghost Veil. Ghost Veil is I may shift partially into the ghost field, becoming shadowy and insubstantial for a moment. Take 1 stress when you shift, plus 1 stress for each extra feature, and there are a bunch of extra features. And one of them is it lasts for a few minutes rather than a moment. You are invisible rather than shadowy, or you may float through the air like a ghost, or you may pass through solid objects.
This is good. This is the kind of shit I want to get into.
yeah.
This is what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
We're
I
gonna take a
thought
true
it.
advance where we can steal ghost things.
I thought it just kind of like
All
worked
gonna come together.
worked well with the object
It's-
you were working on right now. It
that's
was like
really-
anything I could take.
Ah, perfect.
So there we go.
So Croak, I know you've got one more action elf, but Andrew, here's the thing. You don't have a vice purveyor.
Yeah, so my first downtime action is going to be to retrieve my vice purveyor. I know it's not just going to be one downtime action. That's probably going to be a whole.
Yeah.
So that we have to go on.
So what do you want to do in that regard?
I need to figure out a different vice purveyor because I
I'm super
have
stressed.
trauma.
Yeah.
Or what's the consequence? Otherwise, I take 1 stress.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you want to use you take 2 stress, 1 for each of your trauma.
You know, if I wasn't soft, I would just switch it up.
Yeah.
But I'm fucking soft, so I'm taking the stress.
Okay. Yeah. That's okay. So
'Cause
yeah,
I'm just like, oh, it's Belle.
that's good.
So I would like to start a long-term project, which is find where Belle is and what the deal is.
Yeah. So
Or, like basically I want to know,
I think this is going to be a gather information role. I don't think this
yeah,
is a long-term
not a
project.
long-term thing. Good.
How do you want to find out? You just kind of like go killing your way through.
We'll start with threatening.
Okay. Yeah.
Um,
The croak.
no, I like ask around.
Okay.
Because we're starting to have a bit more of a network, and so I inquire after him, and it's really clear that this is Croak like exposing a weakness to their whole criminal network, where I'm just like, my friend who I care about enough that I'm gonna like stick my neck out, and like everyone discovers that I have this fixation. But
So here's my question. Do you go see Stasia?
oh hell yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because she's part of the like
So-
criminal underground.
Yeah. Tell me about Stasia. What's she like?
Uh, she's like really, really hot. No, I don't know. She's like,
He's like real odd.
she is. So the reason that we're not together anymore
Yeah.
is that, um, so she's some kind of criminal apothecary.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think she's like a drug lab technician essentially
Sure.
for some organization. Maybe she kind of like floats around a little bit,
Yeah.
Name Heisenberg.
and I think she's very focused and very driven,
Mhm.
and like it's all of the science stuff is just a means to an end for her. She's not really like interested in it as such.
Sure.
Um,
Like money and power is her goal.
yeah, she's kind of just like a technician, whereas Croak is like a
Yeah.
kind of a mad scientist.
Yeah.
And she's this very severe Scoveland, or no, she's not Scovelander. Where would she be from? I think maybe she is from that place I just went on vacation.
To Severos?
Severosi, yeah, she's Severosi, and like her family like fled here at an early age, so she's kind of grown up in Duskfall, and she's just been like carving out a good retirement for herself.
Mm-hmm.
That's what she's all about, and she was just a little bit too driven and ruthless for Croak.
Yeah. So you show up, I guess, and it's been a while since,
Yeah,
seen her asking around. Because someone basically says, hey, I think, it happened, like, you might want to go ask around this area. And you're like, oh gosh, that's her Stasi.
and yeah, she's working there. Yeah.
And she says, well, there's a face I thought I'd never see again.
Yeah, and I think Croak's in more of the like masculine end of their swing because it's been a month.
Sure.
Yeah, so I'm like swinging back into masculine.
Mm-hmm.
So I've got like a little bit of scruff, a little peach fuzz on my chin,
Yeah.
and I'm kind of like bonier and skinnier. And yeah, I like walk in. Well, our paths were bound to cross.
Yeah, it's
Business, if nothing else.
The city's not big enough.
Feels that way sometimes.
What
I'm looking for someone, and I've heard that they were working around here. I was wondering if you'd seen them. And I give a quick description of Belle.
Okay. She says, I might have, yeah. Why are you looking for them?
What the fuck do you care?
Fair enough.
What? Yeah, like I'm just like offended that she would ask. Yeah, I'm like get very defensive.
Yeah. So give me what do you want to do to convince her to talk?
I think this whole like thing culminating in this was a consort. Where I
Sure.
was like talking around everyone, being like, "Oh, have you seen them? I've seen them."
Yeah. So you get +1 effect. I think. Yeah. I think give me a consort roll. We'll see what happens.
Okay, risky standard.
Ouch. Okay. Well, you do get +1 effect. So, she says, "Yes, I saw someone matching that description. Uh, some of the crows grabbed them.
And I just like pale noticeably.
I didn't catch what they were. I didn't catch what happened, but I assumed they would have taken them back to the nest."
Well, you were always good at keeping your head down.
Yes. She's like, "But that's the most I can tell you is that that's where they went."
Well, thank you.
Yeah. She's Vetus.
What?
Bye. She said. It looks like she was about to say something maybe, but then she's just like,
Kind of like changes their mind.
"Yeah, bye."
It was nice to see you too. I like walk off,
Damn.
like out the door. Like,
Um.
yeah, Crokes is a shitty passive aggressive kind of partner. Don't date Crokes.
Shitty passive aggressive kind of X. Yeah.
Yeah. So they would have taken Belle back to the crow's nest, and that's where you need to go to get Belle back.
I have to get Belle back. And I want to gather information on the crow's nest.
Okay.
And so I just like, it's in like the middle of a
It's in the middle of
crossroads,
the
right?
district.
There's
Yeah.
like a-
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
like you can see it. You walk out of the shop and it's up. Like you look up and it's
yeah.
there.
Is there like so on that intersection where it comes up,
Yeah.
is there like a cafe or something around there where I could just like sit and case the joint?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Can I do like a little stakeout?
Yeah, that's like a survey or a study or something.
Yeah. So I want to
Hell
study
yeah,
it.
stakeout.
Because I'm just like, I don't like go around it or whatever. I'm just like studying for like a couple days of just like hanging out there, and trying to figure out like, you know, who comes and goes and what the deal is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you
I,
take
mean, I guess this would have to be survey actually. It's just
Okay.
not a study. It's just not appropriate at all. Okay. So 0 dice. I get a 1.
Okay. You get some information which I will deliver to you next time.
Cool.
But you get a little bit to go on at least.
Hell yeah. Well, you know where we're going next, so
I mean, the whole crew doesn't have to get into this. It could just turn into like a project for me or
I don't
something.
know. I feel like
A
if you
Rambo
told us,
situation.
I feel like if you told us the kid was missing and we could fuck the crows at the same time, like, you know, that's.
I mean, I think, yeah, the Croak might propose it as like, hey, we have to go mess with the crows, but the whole point of the plan is actually
Just get Belle back.
You say Bell, yeah.
Yeah, that'd be
Just
great.
like pander to Rubik's obsession.
Elf,
Yeah.
you've got one more action.
Did Rubik's have actions that I missed?
Rubik's hasn't yet. Do you want
Okay.
to? We can
No,
go to
let-
first and then come
Elf
back to you.
can finish hers.
Sure. I guess I will. Do I want to resolve my stress? I've only got 3. It could be dangerous. Could be dangerous.
Do it. Do it. Do it.
All right, I'm doing it. That's all I needed. Just a little shove.
Go big or go home.
Oh, too big. Too big.
Dun, da, da, da. Best possible result.
Yeah, I know.
You make a bad call because of your vice in acquiring it or while under its influence. What did you do? Attract trouble. Select your role in additional entanglement. Talk, brag about your exploits. +2 heat. Lost. Play a different character until this one returns from their bender. Or tapped. Your current purveyor cuts you off. Find a new source for your vice.
Hey, babe. You know what I did? I stole a bunch of drugs from a ship.
I know.
Definitely that one.
I love it. The thing you're bragging to Andrew about.
He got
is
arrested
what
for.
the cops came to him for. He's
Yeah.
like, I know you did that.
Yeah, he's like nursing a black eye, and he's just like, you have this very awkward meal together.
My bad.
Is it like they have a fight about
I
it
think, I think so.
at a
Yeah.
restaurant or something?
Maybe this is like your first fight. Yeah, you have. Yeah.
Oh, heartbreaking.
Oh yeah. So like in the middle of Brightstone, I guess
Arguing about this criminal
have this
job that went
argument.
wrong.
Yeah, and
Well, fine. If you can't handle it, then.
if you can't handle me at my desperate limiteds, you don't deserve.
In my controlled grates.
um, yeah. So the take 2 heat.
Okay.
I've marked it. We're good.
All right.
How much heat do we have?
You have 2. That's
2.
not much.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're also wanted to. So
That's the problem. We're wanted to.
That's like a 3-month stint in jail if you get caught.
oh yeah. It's,
Unless you're a jailbird and it's only a month.
Yeah, well, it's not happening.
Let's I guess that's Rubik's now.
Rubik's. Yep.
Cool. So Rubik's is going to do a little bit more training. He's kind of working on like walking along edges really quietly. Like he's seen the stuff that Cricket can do. He's like, I should be able to do that.
I'm the best there ever was, surely.
I'm not as fast as her, but I can do that. So
Assuredly, I am the greatest.
yeah. So I'm gonna do training for that.
Yep.
Then it's time to continue on that clock because Jaren has some getting out of the way to do.
Okay. Have you? Yeah, Jaren. So set
we've
up.
com-
you set
Yeah,
up-
so we've done 1 clock now.
Yep. Just one more clock, 8-count clock, and then we'll
count.
be in a position to deal with Jaren.
Cool. So I'm gonna say consort, and Rubik's is doing that. Let's talk around and find out what there is to know.
Okay.
And yeah, and because apparently you can push yourself to do this, I'm going to.
Sure.
Yeah, so I'm gonna add a die to that.
I really like how Rubik's has this like complete laser focus on like taking out this one blue coat archivist who is probably in the grand scheme of things less important by a mile than Rubik's himself.
Oh
like,
yeah,
right now.
absolutely. But this guy has like slandered
Yeah,
him.
just personally offended you and beat you up, so you know how you gotta kill him.
And a public enemy number 1.
Yeah.
Rubik's enemy number 1.
Okay, so just a 4.
4. So 2 ticks on the clock.
2 ticks.
You find out where he eats. You find out like his
Wow.
meal schedule.
Wonderful. Does anyone need my bonus action? Like need it?
You need to indulge your vice.
I do. So I'm gonna do that unless someone like
ahead.
desperately.
Go for it.
I'm gonna indulge my vice with Salia,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna like chit chat with her for a bit as well.
Yeah.
Like because we're making a name for ourselves, so it's just like cool. So what do we do from here, really?
What do you mean?
Oh, whoops. Roll another one of those. Okay, just 3. I mean, what do we do, the two of us? Because the bigger we get, someone's going to find you. And I don't think I can handle that.
She leans in. She's like, I'll let you put another lock on the door.
I think that if they can get past your 16 locks already, dear, think they're going to get past the 17th one.
She's like, I'm not worried. I'll see them coming. I know everything.
Well, be careful.
She's like,
Sully is the best.
She's like, you'll keep me safe, won't you? You're big
Oh.
young man.
If anyone were to
She
harm
doesn't
you,
say that like
Salia.
sarcastically, but
Yeah. He's just like, well, Salia, if anyone were to even look at you the wrong way, they wouldn't have eyes.
Wow, brutal. Are you sure you're not vicious?
yeah, that's the next one.
Oh yeah, that's definitely the next one.
Um, okay, so does anyone have any other downtime they want to do?
Nope.
All right, let's roll into XP.
Hell yeah. Team XP. Team XP.
Yeah, do you want to start with the crew?
Espionage, sabotage, or theft operation. You did one of those, so yes, one.
Great.
Contend with challenges above your current station. You've done that twice.
Yeah. Okay. So we advance one.
Advance one.
Bolster your crew's reputation or develop a new one. I don't know that you did.
Were we daring or professional or ambitious?
I don't feel you were in this case.
I was.
I mean,
would
I'm
say
willing to hear
we were
otherwise.
definitely daring in
With
like
the ghost. Sure, daring's fine.
Dueling the dude or the ghost?
Yeah.
Yeah.
the ghost and the duel.
Okay. Express the goals, drives, inner conflict, or essential nature of the crew. Yeah, 2 on that.
Yeah.
That's easy. Easy peasy. Everybody gets 3 coin.
Yep. It's real
Wow.
good to be a higher tier organization.
Wow, okay.
yeah.
And we get a crew advance, which we can sort out.
Yep.
Although slippery.
Slippery is 100% what we should get. Entanglements is like... meh. I think we should take Slippery, just straight up.
Yep, I agree.
Especially with our wanted level being what it is.
Do we get 2
Also
or
feels-
just the 1?
Just the one. You get 1 advancement or 2 crew
Or 2
upgrades.
crew. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
I mean,
you got, like,
Ghost Echoes-
you got 2 cohorts this time around too, so you know it's good.
Yeah, we're doing pretty good.
Was that
Every
3 coin each or 3 coin for the crew?
each.
each. It's our payout.
Yeah.
Right.
That's the crew.
Yeah, let's go to Croak.
Hi.
You adjust a challenge with technical skill or destruction. Yeah. Easy.
Good.
You expressed your beliefs, drives, heritage, or background. At least 1.
Yeah, I'll take 1.
Okay. You struggle with issues from your vice or traumas.
Yeah.
Oft, yes.
Like everything to do with Bell is
Yeah.
always that. Yeah. So I'll take those 2. I'm going to put in resolve. I can put these anywhere, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, great.
Rubik's.
Yeah,
You adjust a challenge with preparation or calculation.
I think always.
Yeah. I think you get 2 there. Well, did you prepare for the ghost?
I mean, we didn't just barge in and go, hey, let's go deal with the ghost ourselves. We talked about it. And
Okay.
we were like,
Let's
Talked about it on Nasset. He brought his ghost charm.
2.
yeah,
You expressed your beliefs, drives, heritage, or background.
I mean, I'm always expressing his drives, so probably at least 1, but that's
Yeah.
up for everyone else.
1's good. I mean, definitely.
Yeah, I would say 1.
You struggled with issue from your vice or traumas during the session. Yeah.
Yeah.
2 there.
Yay! That's
Cricket.
2 additional dots.
Hello.
You just challenged stealth or evasion. Yes.
Hell yes, I did.
2 on that. You expressed your beliefs, drives, heritage, or background. I think so.
Yeah, maybe 1.
I feel like anytime your relationship with Android comes into conflict, that's inherently about your background. Right?
And also, I don't want to screw with. I don't want to screw with Malera. You ever heard of Eruvian conflict
there was that
resolution?
too.
It's not good. Yeah.
You struggled with issues from your vice or traumas during the session.
Well, my vice is Androl, so
yeah,
I mean,
one. Yeah.
one there. I think two. Yeah. Cool beans.
Cool.
I put like all of those into resolve, hoping to get a point. Just missed it.
Oh no.
I finished off a point in prowess and resolve. So I got additional dot in prowl and command.
Go ahead and take that extra point.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, we'll do that for now.
I'm not gonna say no. I'm gonna get a dot and a tune because it seems like a thing that I would learn after shifting into the ghost field.
Okay, I think that's it.
Croak. What about Croak?
We did croak.
Did we?
Yeah, but
I mean,
what is
Rubik's.
Croak doing?
Did we do Rubik's XP?
Yeah,
Yeah.
did Rubik's second.
And then we did everyone.
Oh,
Yeah, we did
Okay.
the crow before any of you. So
I must have missed Croak entirely. My brain just skipped it.
I just earned all the XP that was possible.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
an optimal
Because
player.
you're freaking fantastic. at
12
everything.
advances.
12 advances. Damn. All right. So I guess we'll close it out. Let's do the shout out business, and then we'll be done for tonight. So Sean, why don't you start us off?
Hi. In addition to here, which you can find me at same time Mondays, you can find me on Twitter at Hyena Spots with a Z. There, I just kind of talk about what's going on, and occasionally lately about the Arkham Horror card game, which I've been playing a lot of, and yeah, that's me.
Cool. Catalyst.
Hi, I'm Catalyst7. You can find me, like Sean, you can find me here on Monday nights, and you can find me at Catalyst7 on Twitter. And I do a bunch of just chit-chatting about stuff, and I will likely be yelling about robots a lot more in the next coming weeks.
Beep boop.
Or
Andrew.
You can follow me on Twitter at Commuting Crow. You can follow me on twitch.tv/actualfactual. I'm developing a Magical Girl anime role-playing game. I'm going to be working on it on this coming Friday after my Apocalypse World show.
Hell yeah.
So you can check that out. I'm going to try to do
I'm gonna
every
be
Friday afternoon.
Looking in on you.
So that's me. I also do a show on Misclicks. I do some shows on Roll20.
You're everywhere. You're just
All over
everywhere.
the place.
Just all the places. Emmy, I live here. I'm Distracted Elf. Follow me. It's real easy. There's a button. Okay. Bye, everyone. Lovely game
Have a good
this evening. Have a good one. Bye.
Bye.